Good evening. My name is Kirk Anthony 13, and that's fucking interesting, man. That's fucking interesting. My TED Talk tonight's episode is finding your why. So, if you've been listening to me talk and talk and talk and talk and cuss and talk, you've probably heard me before say, you need to find your why. The foundation for in the context of a body fat loss or a body transformation journey, the found in that context, and really anything you want to do, but I'm speaking to that context. The foundation is your why. The the way that you're going to actually accomplish this endeavor is by having a solid why. Okay, you need a reason. If you don't have a reason, if someone doesn't have a strong enough reason, I know early on, almost immediately, that they are not going to reach their goals. Okay, they're not going to reach the desired goal that they say they want. A lot of people say things, if someone says, "Hey, who wants to be a millionaire?" Everybody raises their fucking hand because that's something that people would like, right? To be a millionaire, but to actually go through the shit you got to do to be a millionaire, to the management of your time, maybe the specialized knowledge that you need. It's one thing to say it and another thing to do it. But let's talk about in the context of a fat loss journey. Okay, you need a strong enough why, because when you're not motivated, when you aren't inspired, when distractions come, when you get cravings, when you have people around you who aren't supportive, when you have people around you who are maybe bad influences, you need to cling to that fucking why, and that why needs to be strong enough, stronger than the distraction, stronger than the negative influence, that you are going to stick to the program, stick to the things that you need to do to reach that goal. So to reach that goal, there's a few things that you need. Okay, you need number one, above everything else, as far as things you need to do, is a nutrition strategy of some sort. You need to be in a deficit of calories. There needs to be a strategy to it. You can't just eat less and think you're going to reach your goal. It's not that simple. It's a complex. Nutrition is complex. Easy if you're dealing with a professional. Anyway, second thing you need to do is you need a weight training resistance program. So I said weight training and or resistance. Resistance could be your own body weight. You don't necessarily need a gym for fat loss. Now, if you want to be a bodybuilder and compete on stage, then you're probably going to need some weights, right? Weights would be superior, right? But you don't need it. You could still do it with resistance, right? With just your own body weight. Your grandma can do it. Okay, your grandma can be on a resistance routine. Okay, you may not want to put your grandma underneath 225-pound bench press, unless she about that light. You know what I'm saying? And then cardio. So the third thing would be some type of cardio for extra calorie expenditure and cardiorespiratory, right? Cardio is short for cardiorespiratory, so for your heart and lungs and overall endurance, right? So the better your cardio is, you'll perform better in the gym, which helps you better results. Okay, you got it. So that's like your triangle, right? Nutrition, weight training, cardio. That shit ain't easy. Okay, even if you fucking love it, even if you just fucking love working out, you just love cardio, even love following clean eating. Okay, you may not love it so much more than say going out with your girls after you've been working 8 hours and everybody wants to go to happy hour and everybody's gonna have margaritas, and they've been talking about margaritas. Wendy from work been talking about margaritas since fucking Wednesday, and now Friday comes along and you're like, fuck, I kind of want one of them margaritas. I mean, I've been there. I want a margarita right fucking now. You know what I'm saying? But I also have a why, which I will get to my why later, what motivates me. And that brings us back to what this episode is about: finding your why. Now, how the fuck you gonna find your why? If you just don't know what your why is, how you gonna find it? Okay, I'll start with mine. My why is I like to confess it. I like to confess it online or to people around me, and I'll feel like a fucking jackass if I don't do it. So my ego kind of helps fuel it, right? I don't want to look like a fucking idiot, and that I'll be known as the type of motherfucker that says like, "Oh, I'm doing this and I'm doing that," and then I don't do it. Not that that never happens. What I'm saying, I don't want it to happen, and it does motivate me sometimes when I want to cheat. And I know I've been telling motherfuckers that I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that, and I talk big shit on my, my Instagram stories. I like hashtag shit like no panza. I try to get enthusiastic and talk big about it, because now I hold myself accountable to it, because I don't want to look like a fucking idiot. Okay, so that I know that motivates me. If I just kept it to myself and didn't tell nobody, I would be fucking up every fucking weekend or 2 to 3 times a week, because there's no accountability. I'm not gonna be embarrassed if I don't do it. I don't give a shit. You know what I mean? Like, I like to drink. I like to eat fucked up shit. You know what I mean? Like pizza or whatever, right? The thing that keeps me from doing it is I have decided I want to get my body back in shape, and so I confess this shit online, and it kind of holds me accountable. Now, that's my why, right? That's what helps drive me, because I've already accomplished a lot of the things that I wanted to accomplish in bodybuilding. So I'm not really motivated by like getting on stage and winning, because I've already won, and that was just something I wanted to do. But my passion wasn't bodybuilding. My passion was working out. Like when I first started, I just wanted to work out, and really what my passion was getting bitches, because I thought if I looked better, I would get better women, and actually I have. But that was my motivation. I wanted to look better, so I got into working out, because I wouldn't just fucking love working out, but I loved the results of working out. And then as I got into working out, someone had suggested to me to do a bodybuilding show. I really didn't give a fuck if I won or lost, but I was like, okay, let's do it. I went to go do it, and I lost, and then I was like, fuck that. I'm not a loser. So now I had a chip on my shoulder. I wanted to win. So then I got into bodybuilding even more, because I wanted to fucking win, right? And then I won, and I'm like, okay, I won. Now I'm fucking done with this. I just want to go back to working out. You know what I mean? I just like working out. Like, not necessarily working out. Now I enjoy working out. Now I enjoy working out, but I don't just like working out for the sake of working out. I like the result that it gives me. I also like the dopamine rush I get when I'm working out. I like pushing myself. I'm competitive, but that's not really what drives me. Okay? You have to find something that drives you. You have to find something. Like, let's say, like for women, maybe your fucking kids. My kids are my motivation. Okay, well, if you say your kids are your motivation and you want to do it for your kids, we need to find some kind of connection that is gonna, like, a reason to do it for your kids. Maybe you want to be healthy. You want to be healthy for your kids, right? So that's another reason for you to stay in shape, work out, follow your meal plan, because you want to be healthy for your kids. That could end up being your why, because when someone says, "Hey girl, come with me, let's go to happy hour," you're like, I gotta be healthy for my kids. That would be something superior to going to happy hour. You understand? Uh, Quality of life. Let's. I. You know. I don't. This could be controversial, but just look at it in the context of whatever. Let's say you're a big person, okay, a heavy person, a fat person, okay, and you want to lose 100 pounds. You've been wanting to lose 100 pounds and get your body in shape, and for a long time it's bothered you and it's made you depressed, and that depression makes you eat more, and then mad because you're, bigger still. You understand? Um, to lose weight for you would increase your quality of life. You would be more confident in yourself. You wouldn't be as depressed. You look better, maybe to yourself or to others, maybe get treated better. Um, there's a lot of um, pros that could come for you with losing that 100 pounds, right? And your why would be your quality of life. So, you know, cheating on your diet, you know that it's just going to keep you in the same feelings that you have, right? If you so wanted to change. Now, I'm just saying, like, I'm not saying, okay, if you're fat, you need to lose weight. I'm not saying that because some people are happy, or it doesn't really bother them, or, they're not, it doesn't, it doesn't make them feel any way. That's just who they are. They accepted who they are. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about someone who's fat and they want to lose weight. Not necessarily just for health, but maybe for health as well. That could be a reason why you want to lose weight is for your health. Maybe you have you're hypertensive, you have you're diabetic, you have high blood pressure, you're at risk for heart disease. Those could be your whys. But when you're depressed, sometimes you don't give a fuck about those things, so you keep eating because you don't give a fuck, right? Well, those things could, if you're constantly thinking about it, those things could motivate you, and you say, no, I got to get on my shit because I don't want to be on medication. I don't want these heart problems. My auntie and my grandmother had problems and they were sick and all this shit, and then that motivates you to stick to your shit. Okay. Maybe for, let's say, a man, right? You're maybe not necessarily, maybe you could be a skinny guy, a smaller guy. You could be just a not fit guy, and you want to increase your confidence. Okay, working out, putting on muscle, putting on some size, is a good confidence booster. Now, let me tell you, just getting, putting on some muscle, you know, that's not a big thing that necessarily what attracts a woman. Okay, what she is attracted to is your confidence. You know what I mean? Your posture changes. Maybe you feel less intimidated by other men. You just feel a little more secure when you're around women because you have some muscles or whatever. You have a chest now. You feel a little thicker. You feel like you're a little more of a protective entity, right? So you can protect your girl or whatever. So you feel a little more secure. Those aspects are what is going to attract the women, because you will attract more women, but it's not necessarily your body that's attracting them, it's your confidence in yourself. So that could be something that motivates you to stick to your plan or whatever, if you want to find a better mate, or if you want to be a hoe, a male hoe, like I would like to be. Yeah, but yeah, so but anyway, the point I'm making is that you you need that why to execute the nutrition consistently and to a point that is going to give you results. Okay, because you can kind of follow it a little bit here and there, and you just kind of just keep going around in a circle. If you kind of follow it, you're going to have to be uncomfortable. You're going to have to sacrifice to get to the point where you're going to see significant results. And in order to overcome that, to have that type of self discipline, you need something that keeps you accountable, like loving your kids, like wanting better women, like having a better quality of life, like you're you don't want to be embarrassed or whatever that thing is. You need something strong, right? So those are some things that some ideas for you to find and to really look inside to find out what is going to drive you, what is more important than going to happy hour, what's more important than hanging out every weekend, what's more important than cheating on your diet at night. You know what I'm saying? When you get those cravings and you want to just eat a whole bag of chips or eat some cookies, or have cereal or shit that ain't on your plan, you can't do that. I mean, like I said yesterday, you should every now and then you should indulge. What I'm saying is, not all the fucking time. We need to get some results. Okay? You need to get some results. If you're getting results, you can indulge here and there. If you're not getting no results, then you should not be indulging all the fucking time. Okay. If you need a nutrition plan, or a workout plan, or online training, or if you have questions, if you're a trainer, reach out to me on Instagram, Intercontinental Kirk Anthony. Just message me, um, and That's fucking interesting, man. That's fucking interesting. Thank you.